Welcome to the Luna Lab, all things tech through the lens of Gen Z. I'm your host, Luna Leo, and I'm exploring what the hell is going on in this tech-saturated world I've been born into. Why are all of my friendships managed through social media? Why am I addicted to my phone? Why did my parents grow up with tree houses while I grew up with Minecraft? On this podcast, I investigate these questions and more. So turn off your apps, turn on your brains, and join me in the Luna Lab. Girls, we need to talk. We all have social media accounts and have all probably posted something that our parents would not want us to, whether that be flaunting something or posting a risque post. We post these for the likes and comments that we think we'll receive. Both of these are equally dangerous because you never know who sees your post and whether they will repost it to another platform or not. Also, just a fun fact, GPS coordinates are stored as metadata and embedded in every photo and video file, which means that if a creepy old guy is following you and decides to download your video, he will also be able to guess where he can find you, roughly. Recently, when I'm scrolling through my social media accounts, I'm seeing more and more risque posts, which is quite frightening from the people that I follow, because the internet never forgets anything, even if you delete it. This is a general reminder that everything that you post may come back and haunt you in the future. For example, during job interviews, and the interviewer decides to search up your name on the internet, and comes across a spicy video you posted when you were a teen. Or when you have a child, and your child comes upon a video of his mother. Both instances are potential problems that no generation has ever had to face until now, because of how early children are getting exposed to these apps, and how they crave the likes, followers, and comments praising them. However, they're never taught about data security and things to be cautious about at school, which I think is equally as crucial as courses like sex ed, which I've had since kindergarten. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is that the educational system should be adapted to the real world, because online security is just as crucial as sex ed is, and its importance needs to be emphasized. This topic was brought to mind primarily because of my friends who are relatively active on TikTok and Instagram. On TikTok, they post videos where they're wearing tight clothing, pulling their bottoms off a bit, and making some provocative dance moves. These types of videos give them the most likes and followers, which encourages them to create more, and the thought of the consequences of these videos is minimal, or at least outweighed by the clout that they're earning. The most severe problem is that their videos may be reposted to porn platforms, and there's nothing they can do about it, because they can't prevent anyone from downloading their videos and then uploading them elsewhere. Additionally, some of them are receiving messages from older men who want to be their sugar daddy, and proudly share these messages with their friends and believe it to be funny. This is mind-boggling, because I think that if I'm receiving these messages, I should be rethinking the content that I decided to share with the world, since this is anything but normal for an ordinary 16-year-old girl. Also, sexual content that is posted on your social media accounts has a high chance of being reposted on other websites, because if someone wants to, they simply have to screen record or press the download button. This is actually happening, because on December 14th, in a blog post, the company Pornhub said that it had, quote, enacted the most comprehensive safeguards in user-generated platform history, unquote. This is because it had to remove millions of explicit videos that were uploaded from unverified users, as part of a series that showed videos of child abuse and non-consensual sexual behavior. After this was revealed, Pornhub actually made a change on their platform, which is that going forward, content creators must be verified that they are solely posting videos of themselves by uploading a picture of themselves along with their username. I believe that this is actually a step in the right direction, because at least it reduces the chances of the videos that my generation is posting on their accounts to be reposted on websites that they are unaware of. Additionally, the company even acknowledges that, quote, in today's world, all social media platforms should share the responsibility to combat illegal material," unquote. This demonstrates how this company is actually taking ownership of a factor that they screwed up when designing their platform, and even addressed this problem openly. Also, I believe that other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Snapchat should implement this as well, because they should be responsible for the safety of the users on their platforms. So, how did this platform start, and what makes it interesting? Fans are able to interact directly with creators by direct messaging them, and can make special requests, and creators ask these fans to pay for them through tips. Something I found interesting is, according to an article from Vice, is that one creator is having a lot of fans asking for more time to be able to talk to her, and that might be the value of OnlyFans. Guys have access to adult films for free, yet they still decide to go on this platform and pay because of personalized intimacy. The article also talked about how a lot of creators are functioning as some type of online naked therapist, which is sad and says a lot about the state of the mental health of society. There are a lot of people out there who are craving a connection with someone, and these services are helping them recover and increase mental stability. This may be the reason why this platform is so successful, because people are willing to pay the price of $50 for an emotional connection, especially when they're upset. This demonstrates how being surrounded by technology and how quickly society is moving is not necessarily helping us. A platform that's used to allow fans to obtain explicit content is also used as a platform to be in a therapy session. These social media apps are not only making teens post photos and videos for the likes that they hope to receive, but also more isolated from their community. They're no longer able to come home and talk about how their day went with their parents, or have their friends' full attention, because they are always competing with the manipulative algorithms in the apps. Moreover, OnlyFans is gaining immense popularity, maybe because of the pandemic. In 2020, it has reported a 42% increase in new accounts, and there are now 660,000 creator accounts with 50 million users worldwide. OnlyFans also noted that it earned more than $1.2 billion and paid around $950 million to the creators, because it keeps 20% of the earnings and gives the rest to the creator. Regardless of whether you agree with the morality of the purpose of this platform, it won't change the fact that OnlyFans has disrupted an industry and has proven that it can thrive during a pandemic. But will it be as big when things get back to normal? We'll have to wait and see. Through this, we see that it's way too easy to go from TikTok to OnlyFans, because there's a very set and logical path to do so. Since the culture of TikTok posting easily transmutes to OnlyFans and other platforms like this then creates an infrastructure of exploitation, which begins as soon as a child creates a social media account, because the content is self-selected and regulated, but the incentives are powerful, toying with the girl's deepest psychology. You've reached the end of another episode of the Luna Lab. For more information, please check out lunalabpodcast.com and follow me on Instagram at lunalab.podcast.